All right, everybody. So today we are going to talk about the best bowl games on the bowl schedule. Now, I'm going to take out the NY6 bowls because obviously those are the best bowls. They're all very prestigious. They all have the best matchups, so it's not really fair to include those. So we're going to do a top 5 countdown of the best bowls that are not the NY6 bowls. And just so everyone's clear on where we're talking about NY6 bowls, that is the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, and the Peach Bowl, which for a long time have been known as the Chick-fil-A Bowl, but it's back to the Peach Bowl. Okay, coming in at number 5, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Okay, so most of you might remember this bowl as being called the Belk Bowl. It has been known the Belk Bowl for a while. Recently changed its name to the Duke's Mayo Bowl, a new sponsor. So this is the bowl that takes place in Charlotte. They play in the Panthers Stadium. The bowl is a matchup between ACC and SEC teams. So you got some good brand names there, ACC, SEC. The only kind of downfall to that is that it's kind of a middle of the pack of each conferences. So lots of times you're not getting ranked teams from either conference. So you're going to get a Mississippi State playing Duke or something like that. So teams you heard of, teams you've seen, you might know some players on these teams, but it's not a high-powered profile matchup, so, but a decent game. Also, you may be thinking, Duke's Mayo Bowl, that's not a top 5 bowl game. That's not very good. The reason they're on this list is because they are a social media powerhouse. Their social media team does a fantastic job. All kinds of people follow their accounts that would otherwise never want to follow that bowl game. People tune in to the Belk's Bowl, the Duke's Mayo Bowl now, because of the social media presence that they have. They have almost 35,000 followers on Twitter. That is almost as much as the Orange Bowl has. That is more than other big bowls, the Alma Bowl, Citrus Bowl, Outback Bowl, all these other big bowl games that should have a bigger presence on social media, dwarfed by the Duke's Mayo Bowl. And so that's what gets them into this list at the number 5 spot. Social media, the best marketing bowl out there. On to number 4, coming from beautiful San Diego, California, the Holiday Bowl. The Holiday Bowl is one of these bowls that has been around for a while. It's been around since the 70s. And one of the big strong points for this is that through all the different sponsors they've always had the Holiday Bowl in their name. It's been the Holiday Bowl. People know it as the Holiday Bowl. So it has that lasting brand recognition that people from back when you were a kid, you remember watching the Holiday Bowl, to in your adulthood, you remember watching the Holiday Bowl all the time. They're currently a Pac-12 Big Ten matchup for the last few years. Before that, it was Pac-12 Big 12 for a long time. So you get brand teams again. There's been a lot of big teams, big schools, real popular schools that have played in the Holiday Bowl. Now the matchups sometimes, it's usually in seasons they're not the best teams. Lately it's been a lot more. A few teams are in the top 25. Usually they're more around like 20 to 25. So not any super high profile games in this bowl game. But it's a great destination to go to. Who doesn't want to go to San Diego? So great destination. Number 4, the Holiday Bowl. Okay, now we're moving on to number 3, and this one might surprise some people too, but the 3rd best bowl outside of the NY6 bowls is the Sun Bowl. The Sun Bowl has been around forever. It started in 1935. 1935? Yes, 1935. That is a really long time the Sun Bowl has been around. The Sun Bowl has a long time been a matchup between conferences from the Pac-12, the Big Ten has been in it, the ACC is in it now. So again, a lot of brand name teams have been there. It's in El Paso, and you can always, one of the best things to make it a good bowl game is you can just picture what that bowl game looks like. You know it's going to be sunny. It's the Sun Bowl. It's going to be sunny. Every time it's sunny. Have you ever seen it be cloudy, the Sun Bowl? No, you haven't. It's sunny. It's warm. It's a beautiful day. They got those little hills right behind the stadium that you always see on there. Sun Bowl for a really long time had been a New Year's Day bowl game. Played on January 1st for a really long time. Now it's almost always played on December 31st. So you got that known date. You know when it's going to be. It's not January 1st anymore. Some other bowls have kind of taken over that. But December 31st, as close as you get, you know when to watch the Sun Bowl. And the other thing that's really great about the Sun Bowl is that it's on CBS. CBS doesn't carry bowl games. They got one bowl game, the Sun Bowl. It's always on CBS. It's been on CBS for over 50 years. That's crazy, 50 years. So that's what helps set this bowl apart, is that you know what you get with the Sun Bowl. You get beautiful weather, you got decent teams, it's going to be a fun game to watch, it's going to be in the afternoon, and it's going to be on CBS. Number 3, the Sun Bowl. Okay, we're on to number 2. We're at the point where if you miss these bowls, you're a fool. You need to watch these bowls because they're awesome. Number 2, the Citrus Bowl. Another bowl that has been around for a super long time, since 1947. It's so good, they just named it after one fruit, like a peach or an orange. They took a whole genus of trees and said, we're going to name it after that, the Citrus Bowl. For a long time, it's been the Citrus Bowl. It moved a little bit over to the Capital One Bowl for a while, so a lot of people kind of remember as the Capital One Bowl, but it's back to the Citrus Bowl, back where it should be. The Citrus Bowl is a New Year's Day bowl, so it helps get your day started of watching all these big bowls all day long. New Year's Day, it doesn't get much better than watching college football on New Year's Day, and the Citrus Bowl is part of that. In the Citrus Bowl, we're going to have the SEC playing the Big Ten. It's almost always a top 25 matchup, so you know you're getting good teams from each of these conferences too. The last time that it wasn't a top 25 matchup was 2008, and that was because it was Lloyd Carr's final game. So they said, yeah, Michigan, you come in here. We know you lost to Appalachian State earlier this year, but you come in here for Lloyd Carr's final game, and they won. They won for Lloyd Carr's final game, so that was the last time it wasn't a top 25 game, 2008. And before that, you had to go all the way back to 1987. You did not have a top 25 matchup in the Citrus Bowl. So, a highly anticipated game. Now, when that game's actually played, unfortunately, lots of times it has not turned out to be a close game. There's been a lot of blowouts, games that have been very close down to the end. So, that is kind of the downside to what the Citrus Bowl has been. It has not produced the games you want to watch, but it has the hype coming into it. Number 2, the Citrus Bowl. Big bowl game, and you know you're going to watch it. And before we get to number 1, let me know in the comments what you think. I know I did it all right, so you're just going to say that you agree with me, but go ahead and say that down there. It makes me feel good, so let me know. If you did think I did something wrong, let me know what bowls you think are in there, and I can tell you why you're wrong. So let's move on to number 1. The top bowl game outside the New Year's 6 Bowl is the Alma Bowl. The Alma Bowl has been around since 1993, so almost 30 glorious years of the Alma Bowl. You have the Pac-12, you've had the Big Ten be a part of it, the Big 12 is part of it now. So a lot of big brand teams, Ohio State, Michigan, Nebraska, Texas, Oregon, Washington, UCLA, all kinds of big schools have played in this game over the years. And you usually get a really good matchup. 5 of the last 6 years, it's been a top 25 matchup. 4 of those 6 years, it's been a top 15 matchup. Now you think of all the teams that will be playing in the New Year's 6 Bowls. That doesn't leave a lot of teams that are in the top 15 not playing in those bowls. So to be able to get 4 matchups of top 15 teams in the last 6 years, that's pretty fantastic. That's why it's one of the best games outside of those New Year's 6 Bowl. The best game outside of those New Year's 6 Bowl. Something you can always look forward to. It is played in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Great location. And another area the Alamo Bowl has been winning recently, the games have lived up to the hype. 4 of the last 6 years, it's been a one-score game. Down to the wire, down to the last few plays. The Alma Bowl keeps you hooked in. You know, the Citrus Bowl I was talking about, 2 of the last 10 years, they've had one-score games. It's never close. Alma Bowl, not the case. It's a good game. It's exciting. The games have been fun to watch. That's what helps make it great. And of all the non-New Year's 6 Day Bowls, the Alma Bowl has had the largest payout the last few years. There's almost $8.3 million last year, just ahead of the Citrus Bowl, and way ahead of some other places like the Sun Bowl, way ahead of the Outback Bowl. So big payouts for the team. So it's a fun game to play in, but it's also a good payday if your school makes it there. So the best bowl outside the New Year's 6 Bowls is the Alma Bowl. Remember to watch the Alma Bowl. It is fantastic. So recapping, number 5, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Number 4, the Holiday Bowl. Number 3, the Sun Bowl. Number 2, the Citrus Bowl. And number 1, the Alamo Bowl. Best bowl in the land outside the New Year's 6 Bowl. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to hear more backstories on plays, players, games, teams, seasons, anything college football, make sure you subscribe and check out our other videos.